Hey, this is Frank Yosa, CEO of KetoneAid, and this is my baby Tatiana. Say hi. Say hi. Anyhow, first of all, a shout out. Oh, good job. A shout out to UVA for winning the national championship. I went to UVA. I was a lawn resident over there and ran track, Division I track, all 4 years, but that was a long time ago. Anyhow, I want to talk in this video about vegan keto. So I have been vegan keto for about 3 years, and people ask me all the time, how do you do it? And it must be so hard and stuff like that. So, is it hard? I don't know. If you, what is that noise? So the boys in the background are running track, by the way. Our entire family is vegan. They're not all keto though. Keto comes in waves with the kids, but we do try and stay low carb for things like low carb pancakes and stuff. But anyhow, keto is absolutely possible. It actually can be a little bit easier because the protein just naturally tends to be a little bit lower. So then that actually allows you to increase your carbs and make it, a little bit more sustainable. But the staple is avocados. And if I make guac, I turn guac into a meal, and I'll add olive oil or liquid coconut oil is one of my favorite things. Not necessarily MCT oil. There's pros and cons to that, but liquid coconut oil. But I'll try and do what I call Frank's nasty smoothies. You want to get down? All right. Look at that. Look, she's 11 months and walking, or 10 months, almost 10 and a half months, and she's walking by herself. You gotta let go of me, otherwise it looks like I'm holding you back. Anyhow, so keto vegan, absolutely possible. Avocados, so Frank's nasty smoothie, where I just put into a Vitamix. I put in kale, spinach. I try to change it up. I actually just heard a nutritionist say the number one mistake people make is to not, look at that. Can you see there? Am I covering? Tati, come here. Is that you don't change around the foods enough. People tend to eat the same 20 foods all the time, and I said, oh, that's right. So now when I go to the grocery store, I just grab random things and then I throw them into the smoothie and make, custom smoothies, throw in ginger, cocoa powder, and look at that. So other ways, we do eat sometimes the vegan eggs, not the healthiest because it's processed. We also do the vegan keto pancakes, adding extra oil to that as well, and extra vegan butter. Do a lot of vegan cheeses that aren't, that healthy because they're processed. So as far as, being vegan, and I don't criticize people that are, it's more fun watching her while I talk. I don't criticize people that are eating meat. I don't think we're better. I don't think it's necessarily healthier, because you can be unhealthy vegan. You can be much more unhealthy vegan than a meat eater that is, quote unquote healthy, eating less processed foods. It's just a choice that our family has made, and it works for us. I am able to actually incorporate some hummus if I put some oil in it. There's some chips that I do that are bean based, so it's a slow carb as opposed to a corn based chip, some Benitos. My sweetener, Lancanto. This is typical keto stuff though. Lancanto monk fruit sweetener is my absolute favorite there. And so another thing, nuts. I just eat an enormous amount of nuts. I started to cut back on cashews because I read somewhere about how it can lead to, not depression, but can lead to, mood swings if you take too much. But I will go to Trader Joe's and I will walk down the nut aisle and literally walk away with $60 worth of nuts. So nuts are a big thing. What other things do I do? I tell you, Tati, don't go into the street. Other keto vegan secrets. Oh, kale chips. So if you want that crunch that you normally can only get with carb chips, kale chips. I love kale chips. I try to make them, a couple times a week. Sometimes it goes a few weeks. And you can get this new device that will actually really quickly take away the veins, or whatever they're called, of the kale, and mix that with either some nutritional yeast and some olive oil, and you get a crispy meal. You can make that into a meal. So then people ask me, well, how do you eat out? Look at that. Well, eating out is a lot. People think that's really tough. It's kind of tough, but what I do is I go straight to the side menu. I don't do the salad thing. Oh, you're vegan, so here's a salad. Great. I don't need any iceberg lettuce. So what I do is I go straight to the side menu and I just choose your own adventure. I will grab a side of Brussels sprouts, a side of asparagus, and a side of steamed broccoli, and then ask them for a side of coconut oil or olive oil. And every tablespoon of that oil that I eat is like 300 calories. So I'm like, great, this is super cheap, and I can make an entire meal of it. And recently I was at Seasons 52, a fancy restaurant, and the server was like, wow, that we should have that on our menu as like a side sampler, because it looked really good. So that's how I do the restaurants, straight to the side menu. See what other tips I have. I don't do any breads or vegan breads. There's a coconut wrap that you can use for making a tempeh vegenaise, which is like a vegan mayonnaise. What do you think? She's also vegan. She drinks breast milk. I actually just drove 3 hours the other day because there was a mama that had breast milk in Baltimore. So that night I was like, I'm going to Baltimore. You want to go up the stairs? All right. Make sure you're careful. Other vegan tips. There's a book now called Keto-tarian, which is kind of more vegetarian focused. Also, another trick with the avocados. I love to put avocados in an ice cube tray. So you get like 20 avocados. You get 20 avocados, and you wait for them to be perfectly ripe, and then you wait for them to be perfectly ripe, and then you put either coconut oil or water on the top, liquid coconut oil, so it freezes and keeps it from getting brown, or you can put a squeeze of lemon on top, and then it gives you perfectly ready ice cube style avocados, so you can throw it into your smoothies. I like to have one of those smoothies every day. Practicality sets in, and I'll be lucky if I get 2 or 3 a week. I'll use a Vitamix. Vitamix are kind of pricey. The next best one is the NutriBullet 900, not the 600, the 900 on up to like the 1000 in the Prime. You really want to get those greens pulverized, otherwise you get a bunch of chunks. It's just not pleasant and not scalable. It's not something you can, you're going to look forward to doing again. Don't get one of those ninja things unless they have a new one out. The ones that I've tested leave a whole bunch of chunks. I know they're cheaper, but in that sense you get what you pay for. Other vegan trick, I'm like mentally going through my refrigerator and making sure that my baby does not go down the stairs. You want to go backwards? Make sure you go backwards. Yeah, you're gonna hit that. Let's see what else. Vegan keto, lots of nuts. Trader Joe's also has these mini bags that you can put in the car, just really efficient, either cashew or almonds. We will make a salad ourselves with red cabbage, tons of nuts, a bunch of oil, a lot of salt, pepper, tempeh, different tempehs. See what other things. Oh, so nut milks. So here's the thing with nut milks as opposed to regular milks. You really want to look at what you're buying. Are you buying water? So a lot of nut milks, they'll only have 1 or 2 grams of fat in it, or they'll advertise, 30. I always buy the unsweetened version, obviously, but they'll advertise, 30 calories. Well, if you're bragging about how low the calories are, you know how you can make something lower calories? You just add more water. So instead of doing that, I look at buying the drink that has the most calories. Look at her going down the stairs. That's crazy. Good job, Tots. This is 10 months. Look at that. Hope you can get that. Yeah, good job, baby. So, so you want to look at the highest fat content or the most calories. Otherwise, you're just buying water. So if something is $3, but another drink is $4, but it has twice the fat content, I'm buying, the one that has less water in it. Other things my kids love to do with that is they'll put cocoa powder and some Lancanto sweetener and make, hot cocoa. Going back up again. So we do a lot of that. I'll do riced cauliflower from Trader Joe's. It feels like rice. And then, put it in instant hot water. It's a immediately ready. They also have riced, oh, you okay? Riced broccoli. You okay, babe? You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. You'll feed first. No, no, no. On your tummy. On your tummy. That does not look safe. You gotta go down. You can do it. Go down. No, thank you. No, thank you. Feed first. You can do it. You can do it. Feed first. On your tummy. Turn around. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. You feel stuck? You need help? Show me more. Show me more. No, you can't step off of there. You all are wondering what's going to happen, because I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm here. Feet first. On your tummy. Oh, you going to go back up? Okay. So, other vegan things, nutritional yeast to get the B12. Oh, supplements. So yeah, I do the supplements. B12, liquid, selenium. You can buy that as a supplement. Also, in particular, Brazil nuts have the selenium that you can't get unless you have meat. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go feet first, you're gonna go back. She's gonna go back to the other side. Right off the edge. Don't wanna do that. It's the other thing is coffee. Well, coffee doesn't have anything to do with vegan, but you can make a bulletproof coffee with a vegan unsweetened cream that a few companies make nut creams, so they're thicker than the regular. You can do it. You just did it. You just went down one step. Oh, there you go. Good job. Good job. Good job. So yeah, you can do the C8 C8 oil, or you can just do more of the liquid coconut. I put liquid coconut on everything. The Carrington Farms, super cheap, $8 a gallon, $8 a pound, and I just put that liberally on everything. And now started liking olive oil again. I didn't like it previously, but I finally found a brand. There's like a local farmer's market that I really liked. And what are you doing? You're walking kind of funny. You gotta go backwards. Gotta go backwards. And my last tip is chia seed pudding. We have an Instant Hot next to our sink, so I can put hot water with chia seeds. They're ready in like 5 minutes, as opposed to in the fridge it might take overnight. So chia seed pudding, you can put cocoa powder in there, maybe some avocado, but that gets a little bit trickier. And then some sweetener, and you've got chocolate pudding, or you can even skip that. Another thing I do is I get unsweetened, for the kids, I get unsweetened yogurt, and then I will squeeze a bunch of lemon in it, and then add the Lincanto sweetener, and make a low sugar yogurt. I also eat a lot of the Beyond Meat burgers. They are processed, so again, not as healthy as a smoothie, but sometimes it's quicker and easier, and you can buy those in meat crumbles. As far as the soy thing, I don't know, there's a bunch of opinions. Some people say it gives you tons of estrogen, and different opinions on the soy. I try to limit the soy and not make it my main staple. Get soy-free options when I can, but for the most part I can't eliminate everything, because it's already tough enough vegan and keto, and now you're going to be only eating things that have no soy. That doesn't happen. What are you going to do here? What do you think you're going to do? You got to go feed first. Got to go feed first. All right, I hope you enjoyed my tutorial on how I live a vegan lifestyle. And I didn't think really people were paying attention about this whole vegan keto thing, but recently, let's go out of here. But recently, I called someone for a job that I put an ad for, and she actually said that her boyfriend yesterday was talking about, this guy Frank, he's vegan keto, so because this guy was keto and she's pescatarian, so he's like, if he can do vegan keto, you can do pescatarian keto. So I guess people are listening and watching those little snippets here and there. So I thought I'd do a full video. So also when people ask me, well, how do you do vegan keto? I can say, go look at this video. And there is the end of the track where they run full steam down the field, yelling and screaming so that all the parents know that they're done with practice. All right, thanks.